Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video we're talking about the networking section. So in the previous video we have talked about the basic section where we have filled out this all, and we have also talked about standard as well as premium and the different options that are available, as well as in the premium about these options. And we have also talked about advanced, and we have talked about all these available options. So coming to the network access, make sure that you select the appropriate option. So enable public access from all the networks or from the virtual machines and the specific IP, or you can disable the public access. If you disable it, you have to use the private endpoint. So this is how you have to go. So we'll be discussing about more this in the further videos. So coming to this, I'll just keep it as the default, which is enable public access from all networks. And coming to the routing preference, we have two different options. One is Microsoft Network Routing and Internet Routing. So coming to the first one, which is Microsoft Network Routing, is used for data transfers within the Azure network, which includes the resources and the services or hosted within the same Azure region. So when data is transferred within the Azure network, it typically has lower latency and higher bandwidth that data transferred over the internet. So Microsoft Network Routing is generally more secure and reliable than Internet Routing, since the data never leaves the Azure network. On the other hand, if we talk about Internet Routing, it is used for data transfers between Azure network and resources or the networks outside the Azure network, such as other cloud providers or on-premises data centers. So when data is transferred over the internet, it is subjected to potential security risks, such as interception or the data loss. So the latency and the bandwidth of data transferred over the internet can also vary depending on various factors, such as the distance between the source and destination, network congestion, or other factors outside the Microsoft control. So that is the definition of these two, Internet Routing and Microsoft Network Routing. So let's go to the next option, which is data protection. Here we have different options, recovery options. Option, which is enable point-in-time restoration for containers. So this means that you can recover or restore previous versions of files or data stored within the container in Azure storage account. So basically, enable point-in-time restores means that Azure storage will automatically take snapshots of your container at regular intervals, allowing you to restore the container to a specific point in time. So this can be useful for scenarios such as accidental deletion of data or corruption of data, where you need to recover the previous version of the container. So that is what the definition of it. And you can also click it and select the appropriate number of maximum restoration point dates. So coming to the next one, which is enable soft delete for blobs. So this means that when you delete a blob, the blob is not immediately removed from the storage account, but is instead moved to a special soft delete state, so where it can be recovered if needed. So soft delete provides an extra layer of protection against accidental deletion or malicious deletion of the data. So to the encryption. So coming to the encryption, you have Microsoft managed keys and customer managed keys. So coming to the first one, which is Microsoft managed keys, it means that the encryption keys on behalf of user. This means that Microsoft automatically generates and stores the keys in its own key vault and uses them for the encryption and decryption of the data stored within these storage accounts. And coming to the customer managed keys, it means that the user manages the encryption keys themselves, and this means that the user creates and stores the keys in their own key vault outside of the Azure storage, and provides Azure storage with the necessary permissions to access the key vault and use keys to encrypt the data. So accordingly, you can select it whether you just want blobs and files or all the services. So we have discussed about this in one of the blogs, so I'll be keeping that in the description for your reference. So that's it. And coming to the tags, you can add the tags if you want, and in the end you can just review it and create it. So this is how you can create a storage account. So yeah, I hope you guys have understood the concept of storage account and how to create that and the different options in it. So if you like the video, please click the like button below, and if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel and please share the video. Thanks everyone.